Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria James. Thank you so much for clicking. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and welcome to the family. So guys, I've been telling you the story about the death of my dad and life after the death of my dad. And yes, guys, as you've heard, if you have not watched the story, kindly just watch it so that you can get whatever I'm trying to say here. So guys, I have struggled with forgiveness for a long time after the incident because it was so hard to forgive the people who mistreated you. It was so hard for me to forgive and let go. So I just carried the burden, and it was so hard for me, guys. Really hard. I carried the burden for such a long time. And the more I carried the burden, the more I hated these people, and I never wanted to associate with them. I never wanted to be a part of their family. I just felt like I'm not a part of their own family. Are you getting me? It is because of what had been done to me when I was a young girl. Because, guys, I expected that after the death of my dad, I expected so much love from these people because, mind you, when my dad was still alive, these people loved us truly. They loved us so much. But then after the death of my dad, everything changed. They no longer care about you, they no longer love you, they're no longer interested in you and all that. To the extent of being mistreated, and it was so hard. To the extent of being not wanted in your own father's home and all that. So it was bad. It was really hard for me. And I carried the burden for so long. And guys, I don't know if you understand this. I felt so much anger. It was like anger was consuming me from within. I felt like I could not really forgive these people. But then after a very long time, I was like, I can't go on like this forever because I have to forgive them. Because I came to realize that I'm only hurting myself. Because these people, their lives are going, okay, it's like they're living normally. And personally, I was just an angry person. When I see them, I'm consumed with anger. I no longer want to be a part of their family. Are you getting me? I never wanted to associate with them in any way. Like, I never even wanted to visit my aunts, or nothing like that. But then I realized that I was only hurting myself. At the end of the day, I was hurting myself. It was I who was consumed by the anger. It was I who was always angry. It was I who was hurting from inside because I had not healed. And personally, I thought I could never heal. Guys, I thought I could never heal from this. But then I healed because forgiveness is very, very important in our lives. But before I realized forgiveness was important, I I never cared about forgiveness because I thought I could never forgive them, because there's some things that will happen in your life and you'll be like, I really can't forgive. I don't know if I really can forgive these people. After people have hurt you so much, you feel like I cannot really forgive them. You feel like I cannot let go. But guys, it is possible to forgive. It is also possible to let go. It is possible to forgive and forget the past and move on like nothing has ever happened. Because now, that is when you heal. Because I realized when I was living in unforgiving, I was sick. And guys, it's a sickness. Unforgiveness is a sickness. Because you're not okay. You will never be happy when you see these people. And mind you, when you see the people who wronged you get angry all over again. You remember the hurtful things, or the hurtful things they say to you, they've done to you. You remember all of them, and they start hurting you all over again. So in other words, it's something that you don't heal. It gets deeper and deeper and deeper. So you will never heal. If you don't forgive, you can never heal. And guys, forgiveness is a choice, and it's a very easy. Okay, sometimes it may seem like it is hard, so much hard to do, but it's because of the hardness of the heart, of sometimes of the wronged person, because you feel like those people don't even deserve your forgiveness. They don't deserve mercy and all that. But guys, everybody deserves mercy. Everybody deserves to be forgiven. Because let me tell you, Sometimes, as much as we're struggling with forgiveness, sometimes we don't do it for the people who have wronged us. Mm-mm. Guys, sometimes we do it for ourselves, because when you forgive, it is you who heals. It is you who heals the wounds that are there in your heart. It is not the people who have wronged you who heal. Mm-mm. Sometimes even the people who have wronged you, like, they don't care. They moved on a long time ago. Sometimes you find that you are the one who's carrying this burden all over again, all over your life. You're having this burden every single day of your life. But you gotta make a choice to just forgive and let go. Because unless you do that, you will never heal. Unless you do that, you can never feel like your heart can never be lighter. It's gonna be heavy and heavy because you're always consumed with anger. And mind you, there's so much stress that comes with unforgiving. Sometimes even depression, a lot of things comes with unforgiving. Too much anger, you're always sad. Sometimes depression, you're too much stressed, you're worried, you fear, all those kinds of things. But guys, when you forgive, when you let go, when you choose to just forgive and let past be at the past, you heal. And this, I'm saying this through personal experience, because when I chose to forgive my aunts and my cousins and all the people who have really hurt me, I healed completely, and I felt like this an immense joy that was coming in my heart, and I was like, I never felt this joy before. So it was an experience that was very, very amazing after I forgave, because I never thought I could value these people in my life. Sometimes I felt like I wanted to do something like revenge. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes you feel like these people don't deserve mercy. They deserve something bitter, maybe some revenge or something. But that was not even necessary for me. I could not even revenge. As much as I felt so much anger, I could not do anything about it. I just wanted to stay away from them. I never wanted to see them. I never wanted to be associated with them. And mind you, these are my family, guys. This is my family. So I just chose to forgive. I just chose to forgive. And I was telling God, you know what? I want to forgive and let go. I am tired of carrying this burden all over and always in my life. No, I am tired of having this burden in my life, having to carry this burden in my life, like ever since I was a little girl, and I was just still carrying this burden in my heart. It was so hard for me, really hard. But guys, when I forgave them, lives like my life was never the same again. It changed for better for me, because I felt good about myself. I was no longer angry like all the time. I was no longer stressed. I was no longer worried. I never felt bad when I mingled with these people. I never felt bad when I met with them. Like, I was just excited to know that this is my aunt, this is a part of my family, and I'm excited to see them nowadays. And I was so happy after I forgive them. So guys, forgiveness is very, very important. Sometimes you just have to let go. Sometimes you don't have to carry this burden in your life like every single day of your life. Let go. Sometimes you might be struggling with something that maybe somebody had wronged you, maybe in the past, but you still carry the grudge. You feel you cannot forgive them. Guys, let me tell you, you're only hurting yourself. And that is the truth. You're only hurting yourself. Like, there's no one else you're hurting but yourself. And if you want to completely heal, if you want to heal the wound that is in your heart, that is hurting, that is getting deeper day by day, by being consumed by anger, forgive and let go. I mean, that is the only medicine to this sickness. Because guys, as I told you, this is a sickness. It's a disease. And it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better unless you forgive and let go. It doesn't get better. But I want you to realize that when you forgive, You don't, like, it is not the person who wronged you that is healing. You are the one who is benefiting from forgiving that person. Sometimes it's very hard to forgive. Sometimes it's very hard to understand what I'm saying, because when I had this, I was like, what do you mean that I will forgive someone and I'm the one who is healing? And in reality, these are the people who have wronged you. But guys, yes, that is the truth. When you forgive, you are the one who is healing. When you forgive, you are benefiting yourself. When you forgive, you're doing good to yourself. I mean, this goodness is only for your heart, is only for yourself and not for anyone else. And it's better to just realize it. Just lower the pride. Sometimes we are not able to forgive because we raise our pride so high. So high, and we feel like, no, people don't deserve forgiveness. But guys, I want you to ask yourself these questions. How many times have you wronged someone? How many times have you desired to be forgiven? How many times have you wronged them and you desired for that forgiveness like so much? And if you ever have, guys, just know even other people deserve mercy as much as you deserve mercy for your wrongdoings. Even other people deserves mercy. And guys, it doesn't matter what they did to you. No. Sometimes people will say like, what these guys did to me was so big that I cannot really forgive. But then guys, if God can forgive us every single kind of a thing that we do that is against his will, he forgives us anyway. I mean, God forgives murderers, right? God forgives every kind of sin, everything that we do against his will. He forgives. When we come back to him with a remorseful heart, he just forgives. So that means that forgiveness is very, very possible, guys. So you also can forgive. There's nothing that is so big that you say you're not going to forgive, because guys, the more you carry this, you're only hurting yourself. And I want you to heal from today. I want you to just let go. I want you to let go of things that have been done to you. Just forgive them anyway. Carrying this burden, guys, it's bad. It is really bad. A lot of people have fallen into depression. A lot of people have committed suicide because, you know a lot of things that is happening due to unforgiveness. And this is one of the things that is finishing a lot of people all over the world, because we feel like we cannot forgive, because we always feel like this is the hardest thing to do. But guys, when you think about forgiveness, even in a deeper way, you begin to realize that forgiveness is important, and it is very, very possible. Very possible. It's not like a very hard thing to do. No. Lower that pride. Forgive anyway. Forgive today, forgive tomorrow. Don't ever get tired of forgiving. Sometimes we are like, we get tired of forgiving as human beings, because we are like, this person have wronged me today, I forgive them. Tomorrow they repeat, I forgive them. Tomorrow, the next day, the same thing, and I forgive them. Yes, sometimes people will nag you. Sometimes people will do things and continue repeating them like every single day. But forgive them anyway. Forgive them. That is the only thing that I can tell you, because forgiveness is very, very important in our lives. And if you want to heal, just forgive. If you want to move on with your life, forgive. Because guys, when you don't forgive, you stagnate your own life. You feel stagnated, because you are in a one place that you cannot even move. You're just standing in a spot where you cannot even move, because you have stagnated yourself with unforgiving. Because guys, unforgiving is like, you're not letting go. You want to dwell in the past. Like, for instance, personally, when I had not forgiven the people who had mistreated us after the death of my dad, I had stagnated my life. Like, I was not moving on with my life, because I was just dwelling in the past. And when I was dwelling in the past, I used to hurt myself. I used to feel bad, and I was just at that one spot. But when I forgave, I was freed. Like freedom came to me. And that is what happens in our lives. When you don't forgive, you are stagnated at one spot. But when you forgive, you move on and you let go everything that is from the past. You forget about them and you move forward like nothing has ever happened. But then, guys, forgiveness is also possible when you bring God in. Yes, we need to bring Christ in to be able to forgive, because what forgiveness is also like, it's a grace from God. Like, guys, to be able to forgive, it is a grace from God. Like, a lot of people, a lot of families have experienced a lot of bad things happening in their lives. Like, for instance, sometimes there's probably somebody somewhere that your family member was murdered, and you're wondering, how can I forgive somebody who killed a person who was close to me? Like, sometimes we feel like this thing is, because those things you think they did wrong as, yes, and they cannot redo the thing and all that, guys. But forgive anyway. It doesn't really matter what happened to you. It does not really matter what they have done to you. Forgive them anyway. Just forgive and move on. Because don't even avenge yourself, guys. Don't even avenge yourself. Just leave it. Just let it be. Let go. Forget the past. Move on like nothing have happened. Because only that way will you have peace. You get to have inner peace. You get to have uh some extra happiness that is coming from the Almighty, because He is the one who has the power to even forgive. So, and when God, Christ Himself, has the power to forgive, He instills the power in us, so we are able to forgive, to let go, to forget about the past and move on. And yes, guys, it is possible to forgive the people who have wronged us and to still associate with them, and to still come together with them and still show mercy, still show love to them and move forward. Because it is very, very possible. Because, guys, I'm not saying that sometimes, yeah, okay, sometimes there's so people will tell, like, we forgive, but I don't want to see that person. No, that means you have not healed. It's about forgiving, and even forgiving and letting go, and even forgetting the past. Sometimes people will say forgiving is very, sometimes it's possible, but forgetting, yes, it's quite true, guys. Sometimes forgetting is very impossible. You feel like it's impossible. That is why I'm telling you to bring Christ in, because He makes everything possible. It is about coming to God with a remorseful heart. You are ready to forgive. Yes, tell God, I am ready to forgive, and this is what I want to do, but I need the grace to be able to forgive. And the Almighty God will help you to be able to forgive. Because, guys, this is what I did. I went before the Lord, and I was like, I really want to forgive, because I want to heal. And yes, I forgave, I healed, and I'm now okay, guys. That is why I'm even able to give that story. And I don't feel like so much bad like I used to feel before. There's not so much anger. It was just a part of life. And I thank God that I was able to forgive them. That today, when you find me with these people, you will not think that these are the same people that mistreated me when I was young. And this is because God, His great, the grace of God was really sufficient in my life, that I was able to forgive, to forget, and to let go of the past, which was very necessary. And today I'm a very happy person because of that. So, guys, don't carry grudge in your heart. Don't even revenge. Just forgive and let go. And don't measure the kind of things, the kind of bad things that have been done to you, so that you can see whether you want to forgive or not. No. Don't weigh anything. Forgiveness is given freely. And, guys, because we receive forgiveness freely, and freely we should give, guys. Don't give. Forgiveness should not even have conditions. Are you getting my point? There's some people who will tell you that if you want to forgive me, you must do this. Forgiveness has no conditions. Forgiveness has no limit. Forgiveness is just forgiving and letting go and forgetting about the past and moving away from that thing like nothing has ever happened. But guys, you need Christ for all that. And my prayer for you who are struggling with forgiveness this day is that the grace of the Lord will be sufficient to you so that you'll be able to forgive. And so that, the Holy Spirit to just come and teach you that you are not forgiving for others, you're forgiving for your own self. You're forgiving because you are the one who is going to heal. You're forgiving because you are the one who is going to feel good even after that. You're forgiving because you deserve to be happy. You're forgiving because you deserve the inner peace that you will experience after forgiving. So guys, forgive and forgive again and never get tired of forgiving. Because forgiveness is very, very important in our lives, guys. I don't know if you understand, guys. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Because when you forgive, it is when you experience inner peace. It is when you feel like you're so closer to God. Because, guys, unforgiving, when you have unforgiving in your heart, you feel like you and God are drifting apart. Because our God is a forgiving God. And if forgiving is the character of Him, then that character must be still in Him, because He has created us in His own image. So if He can forgive, we also can forgive. So if you want to feel closer with the Almighty, forgive, let go of the past, and just let go. Because guys, when you forgive, even you will be forgiven. When the time comes and you need the forgiveness, you will receive mercy. Because when you give mercy, you receive mercy. When you forgive, you shall be forgiven. And just give it freely. Don't condition people with these things. Forgiving is very, very important, guys. Forgive me. Forgive, guys. Forgive people who have wronged you. Forgive them time and time again. And when you forgive, you heal. So guys, if you're struggling with forgiveness, may the Almighty Lord help you to be able to forgive whatever or whoever somebody's have hurt you in the past. May the God give you the grace to let go. May the God give you the grace to forget about the past and move forward, because that is the only thing that you need. So guys, if you feel encouraged by this forgiving story, please share this video, give it a thumbs up, and like it, and keep it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching.